Life is full of moments. Moments that define you, moments that challenge you, and moments that help you grow. A wise person once said, "Every problem has for you a gift in its hands." Love that quote. So picture this. It's a hot, well, it's late August in Alberta. How hot can it be in late August? But it's a hot, late summer day, Lac La Biche, and my boyfriend at the time, Christopher, and I decide to set out for a sail on our 16-foot Hobie Cat. Beautiful, bright colored sails. The pontoons on a Hobie Cat look like big, huge yellow bananas. So Chris pushes the boat off the sand, and off we go. The first hour of sailing was phenomenal. For those of you here that sail, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the wind catches the sail and the boat takes off, that is a moment. So the first hour is incredible. We're zipping across Lac La Biche. We actually get one pontoon out of the water. Now that's a moment. If any of you have sailed, you know that experience of being on one pontoon as the other one rises out of the water and the boat's sort of like this. So me being a bit of a daredevil at the time, decided it was time to put on the trapeze harness. It's sort of like a diaper that you sit in with a clip, and you hang off a line that goes about 30 feet to the top of the mast. So if you've seen the Thomas Crown Affair movie, yeah? You're sort of hiking out like this, and the whole purpose is around keeping the boat in the water. It's around keeping it balanced. So there I am hiking out. The boat is zipping across the lake. We're going so fast that the boat is actually humming. All you can hear is this hum as we sail across the water. Great experience, wonderful. And then the wind kind of shifts and surges, and apparently for those people who are avid sailors, this part is supposed to be fun. I don't get it. But the one pontoon digs under, and we pitch pole. So in essence, we flip the boat. That is, for Christopher, a woohoo kind of a moment. For me, it was a holy crap moment. The boat flips upside down. I'm hanging upside down in a diaper type thing from the mast, wondering how am I going to get out of this? So Chris, being the great guy that he is, comes over, swims around, unhooks me, and I start to breathe again after a few minutes, and we decide that he's going to right the boat. Just like in life, when we've had to right situations in our life. So the process of righting a sailboat is quite easy. In fact, you stand on the pontoon, and you pull the boat over top of you. And Chris said it would take about 2 minutes, and that's exactly what it took, about 2 minutes. And then we were ready to set sail again. Actually, I should say, I was ready to go home. Chris was ready to set sail. I decided at that moment I didn't like sailing anymore. That was no longer any fun. But Chris said we need to get back on the boat. So I tried, couldn't get up on the boat. So Chris had to give me a little push-up so that I could get up there. And just as he went to push me up on the boat, for some reason, and we don't know why, but the sail cleated, and the boat took off with me dragging behind it. So initially, I wasn't too afraid until I started to turn around, and Chris was fading further and further into the distance. He swam as fast as he could to try and catch me in the boat, but the boat was too fast. And a little voice inside my head, and you know what I'm talking about, because we all have those little voices inside our head that give us messages. Sometimes the voice inside our head gives us that chatter that isn't overly helpful. And other times, the voice in our head, if you're quiet and if you're still, and if you listen, it gives you the messages that you absolutely need to hear. So I was quiet and I was still, and I heard, "Stay with the boat." So that's what I did. I stayed with the boat. It was maybe, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And then somehow I became separated from the boat. You know, I don't know if I let go. I don't know if I got torn away from the boat, but somehow the boat was taken off without me. That's a moment. You can choose your own word for what you want that moment to be called, but that is a moment when that happens, to feel very small in a very big lake. And we all experience that sometimes in our life, where the world just seems so big and we may feel a little smaller. So I think I swam in circles for a long, long time, trying to gain clarity, trying to gain my direction. And then all of a sudden, guess who appears? My hero, Christopher. He swam all that way to catch me, or to meet me. So we made the first of many critical decisions, and we chose to swim back to shore, which was about 4 miles. The other option, and just like in life, you have options. The other option for us was to drift across the lake, which was about 7 miles. So off we set, swimming. Anyone swam in a life jacket before? Yeah, I know they're there to save your life. I get that. They are not designed to help you swim quickly, are they? So here we are, you take one stroke and then you go back. And then you take one stroke and then you seem to go back. And that's what the journey was like. Often in life, our journey feels like that. We're working hard to go forward and things can pull us back, but we keep persisting. We lean into it and move into it so we get through it. So we continued swimming. A couple hours into this, Chris was getting pretty weak. He'd swam a lot more than I because I just swam in circles, and he came to rescue me. So he was getting cramped, and he was turning blue. And I started to realize, wow, this is just not a fun day in the lake anymore. And we're not getting much closer to shore.